someone once said that there's only two pictures, those with dogs in it and those without. And the only good picture is a picture with a dog in it. I'm not so sure, but there is something that has gone on before me and always will.
William Wegmans favoritmodeller är hans två weimaraner, Fay och Bettina. De har gjort honom rik och i sin värld är de lika berömda som Marilyn Monroe. Hundar kan användas som symboler som framkallar starka känslor. Det är något som PR-folk och politiker inte missat. I politiska kampanjer är det lika nödvändigt att bli fotograferad med en hund som att klappa barn på huvudet. Vissa har till och med diskuterat utrikespolitik med sin hund.
My dog Millie knows more about foreign affairs than these two bozos.
Har man hund kan man inte vara alltigenom rutten. När Richard Nixon anklagades för att ha tagit mutor fick hans cocker spaniel vittna om husses goda karaktär.
It was a little cocker spaniel dog in a crate that
Nixon räddade sin karriär med en oemotståndlig slutkläm om den 6-åriga dottern.
And our little girl Tricia, the 6-year-old, named it Check. And you know, the kids, like all kids, love the dog. And I just want to say this right now, that regardless of what they say about it, we're going to keep it.
En spansk reklambyrå spelade på samma känslor med Pippins fåfänga försök att fånga lillhusses uppmärksamhet.
If your best friend leaves home, it may be because you're watching too much television. Learn to watch television sensibly.
William Wegmans bilder är fotokonst av högsta klass. Ansedda museer ställer ut dem och fast fotorna kostar $10,000 styck köar samlare för att köpa dem.
For me, a good picture is a portrait of Fay or Bettina as their own personalities. Those are the ones I say, I can't sell, these are ones for me. They're pictures of my loved ones, and I have a hard time giving those to the public. But then there's some other more abstract ones, which I think are more interesting as art, and those I think are suitable for everyone. Sometimes there's a picture that does both, and those are, for me, the greatest ones that I've done.
Nu arbetar han med en serie om Fays favoritsagor. Här är det Askungen.
Could switch them. That one could be in her hand. That's more dramatic.
Wegman arbetar med polaroidbilder i storformat. Varje bild blir ett konstverk i ett exemplar. Han kan lägga ner dagar på en enda posering för att balansera hundinslaget mot det mänskliga i bilden så att den engagerar våra känslor.
They're very compelling dogs to look at, and after I photograph them, I fall in love with them and see them in a whole different way. Other people too, if they visit me at home, they'll notice that they're in the presence of Faye, who they've seen in pictures, and they treat just like Marilyn Monroe if they could have met her. It's a kind of awe that is sort of odd.
What do you think they think of the whole process?
I don't know. I know that they know that they're working, that this is a studio where they're doing this kind of thing. I know they don't really know, and I'm not sure that they can see in 2 dimensions whether they see the pictures or not, but they like having something purposeful to do that isn't just silly. They see it as serious, I think. They also like to be where we are. If I was pumping gas at a gas station, they would want to be there rather than home. Yeah, they're well paid. Well, I bought Faye a country home in upstate New York last year, and Bettina's working on a beach house in Maine, so she's getting there.
Andy, sit. Sit, Andy. Andy, Foster, sit down. Sit, Andy. Stay. Stay, please. Andy, no. Sit, no.
No. Foster, no. Foster, no.
Sit, Andy.
Foster, no.
Good boy. Good boy. You stay.
Foster, Foster.
Stay.
Coming.
Stay. Stay.
Hundar som har det som krävs för att bli stjärnor söker sin lycka i Hollywood. Man brukar säga, arbeta aldrig med barn och hundar, men lönsamt är det. De här lätt distraherade stjärnorna har dragit in pengar ända sedan Rin Tin Tin, en adopterad krigsveteran, debuterade på filmduken 1923. En av de nyare hundstjärnorna är Beethoven i berättelsen om en Sankt Bernhardshund i förorterna.
Puppy.
Okay, all right, guys. Do you have to...
Mom, look, I dreamt I had a puppy and it came true.
And now I'd like you to welcome your host for the show. He's a
Ingen
fine
Hollywood-studio vore komplett utan en anläggning för sina hundaktörer.
Thanks, folks. Welcome to the Animal Show. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about all the trainers you're going to see today. We all come from very different backgrounds, but we have 2 things in common. That's a love and appreciation for our animals. Special guest star, it's Benji. Come on out here, Benji. Come over here. Benji's got a new part in the upcoming Backdraft, too. Now, Benji, the directors have called. Sit. Stay. Lie down. Stay. And now what they want to see you do, stay. I want you to stay for just a second. Stay. They want to see you crawl into a big burning building. Excellent. Once you get inside there, your lungs full of smoke and you pass out from smoke inhalation. Pretty convincing, Benji. Now, a fireman realizes poor Benji's been inside too long, folks, and he realizes Benji's dead. With his eyes open. Now, the fireman takes you outside, Benji. He sets you gently on the ground. Okay, you're still passed out, though. And then you jump up and you rush back into the house and save those kittens. Now, Benji, you've got some oxygen. You jump up, you rush back into the house and save those kittens. The kittens are burning, Benji. Fine, we'll just get another dog to do this part then.
Stay. Stay.
Good, stay, good.
En assistent bakom scenen hjälper sin hundstjärna att göra en övertygande föreställning. Liksom mänskliga stjärneaktörer har hunden husvagn, tränare och flera stand-ins.
Jump. He does get tired, and what we do is we have a team of 4 other tequilas, so five of them are actually working for the show, and they all have different roles, and we have a stunt one who'll do jumping out of windows and breaking away and all that. We have a running and jumping dog who does a high-speed run, and we have driving dog, which usually is in a car sitting there, and so we switch them back and forth. And what we do also is we use a standing dog, which is a stuffed dog that you saw, which we use them for lighting, and every time rehearsal and all that, we use that dog, so we don't run them out.
did that yesterday.
There we go. Go on.
Yeah.
Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Good. Good. Sit down. Sit. Sit.
He does no action, and sometimes he'll get his cue before the director will say action, and you'll see him coming in, or when it wasn't actually his turn. But other than that, he's still pretty much dog.
Foster.
Stay.
Stay. Stay.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's not even Saturday night. Oh, Alice, you drive me crazy.
George? Who are you talking to?
Welcome out, probably Hollywood's most famous animal actress. Universal Studios is bringing back her series. It's Lassie. I need one of the little folks. Come up here and help me, Lassie. You want to help me out, young man in front there? Seth, have a seat in the chair right there. Now, Seth, it's very important that our dogs be able to take directions from our actors and actresses. So you're going to be my actor, okay? In the back, we have a big pile of clothes. Anything you can think of. I want you to whisper 2 things into Lassie's ear, Seth. She'll run backstage and get them for you, okay? Any 2 things you can think of. Pants, shirts, shoes, socks, coats, gloves, anything else. Okay, Lassie, go on back there, get that first thing Seth asked for. Now, she's been doing really good at this the past couple of weeks, pretty much been 100%. Let's see what Seth wanted. Bringing out that first item. Come on out here, Lassie. Okay, Seth, Lassie brought you out a hat. Did you ask her for a hat? You asked for a hat? Good job, got the first one right. Go on back there, get that second item. Going for 100%, she always gets the second item right. Let's see what Seth asked for here. Seth, you asked for that. Can you believe that guy? I can't either. Take that.
The original Lassie did the 7 pictures for MGM from 1942 to, I think, 1949. Then we retired him, or my father retired him, and we started this Lassie, his son. And he portrayed Lassie from 53, I think this picture says 58, and then his son. So there's been seven all. I have the 7th generation.
Bob Weatherwax äger Lassie, både hunden och namnet på den mest firade av alla hundstjärnor. Den allkunniga Colin har spelat huvudrollen i 8 filmer och otaliga tv-program. Familjen Lassie och familjen Weatherwax har tagit hand om varann i 50 år.
Well, Lassie, here, look. Here's Lassie's trademark. Lassie, put your foot up. Now, if we're going to enter, Lassie comes up on the mountain to look down on the sheep. Come on, go on up there. Get up there. Hurry up. Hurry up. Here, come here, look. All right, here, speak. Look. Go on, turn your right. Go on, turn your right. Turn. Now, if it was the other side, we want to make it in or out. All right, go on, turn your left. Turn. Just like an actor, he always plays to the camera. Sit. Lie down. A lot of working Lassie is done with voice inflection so that he understands off my voice, but then if he was to get excited, all right, come on up. Here, look, here, speak. Come on, speak. If I transfer from my voice to the feelings of Lassie, if Lassie's to be excited, I change and I make him excited off of me. Well, definitely the eyes are the souls to everything, you know, in an actor or anything. I think it's all through their eyes, and I think the original Lassie was a beautiful dog. I just saw the movie the other day, one of them, and he had these great, large, expressive eyes with nice, dark pupils, and it was like a human eye, and you know, like a person or anything. I think the eyes, Judy Garland's eyes, that's the whole key. Star quality, Mickey Rooney had it. I've had dogs that have had it. It's just that special look, that certain thing that catches the camera, catches the director. That I've had different dogs. They can get apart no matter what. It's not even designed for them. It's supposed to be for a little dog. I show him this big dog. I don't want to see a big dog. I bring him out. He looks and says, you know what? We're going to change it. That dog has it because he has that look. We're looking for this dog that the camera's going to fall in love with the great eyes. And we're looking for this actor.
Som det proffs han är studerar Lassie här sin förfader i arbete.
There's something about the collie breed. It's everything. It's a John Voight. It has the tenderness, the love, but yet it's a big enough dog that can be your hero, that can go out and save you and swim the river, and, you know, physical. Well, economically, they're the best thing to work with. They don't have agents. They don't get residuals. We can shoot a dog movie probably a lot cheaper than we can shoot another movie. And there's always that audience, because it's a thing with children. It's a children's commodity, and it's something that the audience always replaces itself. Plus, we capture mom and dad, because Lassie's audience is nine usually down, and they cannot go out without the mother and the father, so they must take them, and we have all of it.
Stay and sit. Sit.
Right back,
Sit.
right back.
Here. What's this? Here. Tanya, look. Oh, she thinks she's putting her foot on the tin.
Affärsmän och fabrikanter vet också att hundar är lönsamma. När rätt ras kombineras med rätt produkt ger det klirr i kassaapparaterna. I nästan 30 år har hundar av rasen Old English Sheepdog gjort Dulax till den mest populära färgen i England. Reklamfolk över hela världen vet att hundar får människor att lätta på plånboken.
It's true, isn't it? I mean, Dulax is a tin of cold white chemicals, and it's the values that the dog brings to it that transforms it into something that you want and need and create a desire for. It is he who has all the cardinal virtues that we would expect of humanity but very seldom get. And I suppose that those values are domesticity, warmth, empathy, he's cuddly, he's friendly.
Den här omsorgsfullt utarbetade kampanjen har gjort att brittiska konsumenter säger Dulax när de ska köpa en burk färg. Kan hundar sälja vad som helst? Ja, hur skulle man annars kunna få toalettpapper att verka gulligt? Eller få folk att minnas ett amerikanskt varuhus julslogan: kom ihåg alla när ni köper julklappar.
Like your new dog art, right?
En populär kampanj för ett engelskt öl var uppbyggd kring en skicklig Jack Russell terrier.
Doesn't do much, does he?
If you take the little dog that we used in the John Smith's adverts, for instance, that's little Jack Russell. And I think in that instance, what the Jack Russell does is it fills out Arkwright's life. I mean, Arkwright's life consists of Arkwright, his wife, his friend, and his little dog.
Tonto must have his exercise, pet.
I suppose I'll have to take him tonight. Who wants to see how the little bunny one is then?
His little dog is like Arkwright himself. He's sort of, he's cunning, isn't he? He's unthreatening, but he's cunning. And he usually gets his own way. So just as Arkwright is wedded to his ale, and the little dog is too.
Fancy a drop of John Smith's? He just needs the right motivation.
Old English Sheepdog kallas oftast bara Dulax-hunden i England. Jim Tucker valde noga ut just den rasen.
I can't think of any other breed of dog that will fit. For instance, if you think about Alsatians, Rottweilers and Pit Bulls, I think guard, attack, kill, and a sort of raunchy working class. If I think about Poodles, Chihuahuas and Pekingese, then I think of a middle-aged woman. I think of pampering, of being fey. But the Dulux dog is ageless and classless. It just looks floppy and friendly. It's a sort of dog version of the teddy bear.
Dulax-reklamen säljer inte bara färg, den säljer en drömhund också. Tusentals familjer faller för Dulax-hundens gulliga utstrålning, men inser snart att verkligheten är svårare att leva med. Hundratals som lämnas åt sitt öde varje år tas om hand av Jill Harwood på ett hem för övergivna Dulax-hundar.
We're dealing with between 800 and 1,000 a year, I should say, and most of those are rehomed.
Hon intervjuar presumtiva ägare för att försäkra sig om att hundarna inte ska behöva komma tillbaka.
No,
No, everything's exactly the same.
You haven't had any more children or anything?
No.
I get at least 100 people ringing a week offering to give a home. A lot of them aren't really genuine. It's a spur-of-the-moment thing. They think they'll have an instant Dulux dog. When they realise that they're clipped off and they're rescues and they're older ones and there's a little bit more to it, a lot of them drop out. Well, you can't help feeling angry. It's more sad, really. You look at the dog and you could just sit and bawl, you know, that somebody brings it in and dumps it here and off they go. And you could just sit and weep for the dog. It's been my life for nearly 30 years, and it's taken all my money, all my time, and now my health, unfortunately. There's going to come a time when I won't be able to do it. So I don't know what will happen to them then.
Crufts är världens mest berömda hundutställning, och där slåss rivaliserande hundmatsmärken om uppmärksamhet.
There's a new Crufts Supreme Champion, and for the 12th year running, it's a dog fed on pedigree chum. No wonder top breeders recommend it. Tonight, there's a new Crufts Supreme Champion, and for the 12th year running, it's a dog fed on pedigree chum. No wonder top breeders recommend it. Tonight, there's a new Crufts Supreme Champion, and for the 12th year running, it's a dog fed on pedigree chum. No wonder top breeders recommend it.
Pedigree är världens största hundmatstillverkare. De använder alltid årets champions från Crufts i sina reklamkampanjer. Konkurrenten Spillers låter däremot alla möjliga sorters hundar propagera för sin hundmat.
There is a food for dogs so good that it contains over 50% more meat than the best-selling tin dog food in Britain. Its name is
I strävan efter den fulländade hunden räcker det inte att välja den bästa hundmaten. Man måste hitta rätt frisör också.
We've got two poodles that are going to a wedding on Saturday. They're being mated on Sunday, so really it's their wedding days. So really what we're doing is we're just sort of rinsing them pastel pink with a sort of vegetable dye. This is the same sort of rinse dye that you have on your cream cakes that you buy from the bakers. It washes out in about 2 washes, so it doesn't do the dog any harm whatsoever. It's just a bit of fun, really. And the dogs, when they're all finished, they like it. You know, they show off and, you know, they really look pretty.
こちらは役員のペット病院、アイドル総合病院です。アイドル総合病院では末期から野良犬、野良猫を女性避妊でなくす運動を推進しております。野良犬、野良猫のいない明るい街にいたしましょう。
Ett besök hos plastikkirurgen kanske ger det perfekta utseendet.
We usually do the ear clipping, the tail docking, and you know, some kind of the cosmetic surgery. For example, the artificial testicle. Yeah, this is one. This is artificial testicle. This is made for the human, and also we have different size. This is for the adult. We also have for the children. This is a smaller size, but this is a quite good size for the dogs. Most of the case, the demand of the client is the cosmetic. You know, some of the clients may have a show dog. I think, as you know, the show dog needs a good body. Yeah. So they need the 2 testicles in position.
We had one lady whose husband was a millionaire, and she did ask us to rinse her dog dark green because they changed the colour of their Rolls Royce. Well, we don't have none of that. That is, you know, OTT. There we go. Okay, the towels.
Some dog doesn't have enough black on the nose or on the eye. So this is a machine for tattooing. You know, just to put the dye on some part of the surface of the body.
Most cuts sort of go from, I would think, from the minimum of £10 to about £50, according to what we do. If it's an old English sheepdog or something that has to be sort of groomed right the way through, that have a tremendous lot of coat on, or something like a bearded collie, then you'll find it does take a long time, a lot of grooming, and the owners can't cope, so we will do that for them maybe once every 2 months.
USAs toppevenemang i hundvärlden är Westminster-utställningen som äger rum på Madison Square Garden i New York. Det påminner om Crafts, men på amerikanskt vis är allt mycket större. Hundägarna lägger ner mycket pengar på att få sina hundar i topptrim så att de ska bli champions. I vissa länder är plastikkirurgi förbjudet, men i USA är det vanligt för både hundar och deras ägare.
We all offer a number of products and services for canine reproduction, including an ovulation timing test, a pregnancy test, DNA paternity testing, artificial insemination with both chilled and frozen semen, as well as breeder supplies for both veterinarians and breeders to use to better breed their dogs and do artificial insemination.
We also offer a number of training programs for veterinarians that are interested in becoming involved with canine reproduction in their veterinary practices.
Oh my God! Daisy! Everything's so terrible! Oh, Daisy, darling! Good girls! What do you think? They look absolutely gorgeous, Kelly, but they always do whenever I come and get them from here. Oh! You wait until Sunday! Hello. Right. Where's Jill? She's out there.
What's happening to them?
She's hiding. On Sunday, Daisy's going to be bred with an imported poodle from Peter's Posh Paws, and on Wednesday, Pepsi's going to be mated. So
why have you had them dyed as colour?
we thought it would attract the other dog more, and we just thought it would be nice. I mean, there's something different about them, isn't there? And it attracts attention. I can't wait to see people's faces in the street. I'm going to say they jumped in my bath when I was re-dyeing my lilac jumper and they couldn't get it out. That's all right. Daisy's father was the Crufts champion and is on the pedigree chum tin, but I actually rescued them. My husband's allergic to dogs, so and I wouldn't part with them for the world. So if you're going to offer me money for them, forget it, because you won't get it. You beautiful little darlings. I love you very much. I can't wait to see the other dog's face when they go to be mated. He's going to die.
I have gotten before people who haven't watched me work saying, are you abusing the dogs, and is this humiliating for the dogs? But someone responding to the picture said that it was humiliating to humans to have a dog in the image of a human, and it completely baffled me, because to me it was just something really deep and age-old about play acting. I have an aversion to anthropomorphization, and it's sort of the easiest, cutest thing to do with a dog, and the first time I did it, I felt like I was being not only a bad person, but a bad artist. And so I started to do it almost with a vengeance, and I always tried to restore the dog element somehow. At first, in one of the first pictures I did of Faye in a dress, I tossed a ball to her, so it was like her real retrieving notion, and then our illusions of this matron, which was that picture. Dogs are the only animals that really, I think, truly care about us. I've been told that by other animal trainers, that they don't do it just to get food, they do it for actually love, and I feel that's true.
Lassie, come here. Jump up here. Sit. Stay. Stay. So, come
Mänskliga stjärnor blir gamla, men Lassie hålls ung. Bob tränar redan den nuvarande Lassies son Holly till efterträdare. När det blir dags får Holly överta hundvärldens mest berömda namn utan att någon annan än Bob märker skillnad.
And he's a different little guy. If I were to replace Lassie with his son, it'll work because we just replace one dog, so he might be a little larger, but you wouldn't know that. You have nothing to compare it to. As I say, all Lassies have been generally marked the same, even though their father, he's a little larger, he has a little more white, but once he replaced him, he will be the one. I really like the disposition. He has a great outgoing disposition. Lassie has a good disposition. He's a more sensitive. They're all different. He's greater for a sensitive role. He's a very sensitive dog, speak. But this guy would be great for just outgoing kind of comedy. You look at a little comedy with that tongue, kid.
Do you like dogs?
Hey, that's about what I like in this business, about it. I tell you, if it wasn't the dog part, I don't know if I'd do the rest of it. That's the good part. Stay. Stay. All right, come on. Come on, come on, jump. Up. Ho. And also, I feel that never trust anybody who didn't have a dog. You know, there's something about the dog thing.
Hundens betydelse för oss får oss att mobilisera både pengar och påhittighet när våra vänner blir sjuka. På djursjukhuset utspelas många mänskliga dramer.
He's 6 years old. Had him since he's a puppy. And today I found out that he has heart disease and that he's got about 6 months to live. So now we take it from there. 6 months to live.
Is there anything I can do?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. They're going to give him some medication to help him if his lungs fill up with fluid, because when you got heart disease, it's not working properly, that's what'll happen. They'll try to make his pulse a little stronger, and hopefully he'll be happy until he goes.
All right, sweetie.
Okay, Val.
There we go. Hi, Bentley.
Heavyweight.
Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna take your leash off here. Let's take a look at you. Hi, Bentley. Hi, sweetie. Do you want to come just stand by and kind of help him so he doesn't take a giant leap off the table?
Come on, buddy.
Hi, sweetie. Let's take a look at you. How's he been feeling?
He's been feeling a little better since the medicine. You know, it seems...
just more perky?
More perky, yeah. Much better than he was feeling before we came to see him.
What's he usually like?
Very, very perky, very jumpy, very friendly with everybody, excited when you come in. I always used to tell my family that nobody gives me a greeting like Bentley.
Okay, Bent. I know, that's a sore eye. Well, like we talked about, you know, our options really are either to continue to try to treat him medically, but that's going to be lifelong treatment, and I can't foresee a really good outcome from it. We can try to put a prosthesis inside, and then the other option, of course, that we discussed was just to remove this bad eye. Are you still comfortable with removing it?
Yes, we're very comfortable removing the eye. It's so upsetting to see him like this and to see him in pain, and it seems like that's the best thing right now.
Yeah.
He's blind in any way, and it seems like it's just a problem to him now, so I think that's the best thing.
Yeah. Have you sort of come to grips with how he's going to look? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, we've thought about that. We've thought about how he's going to look half asleep all the time, and as my dad was saying before about the patch over his eye, we're going to make him look like a little pirate, you know. But yeah, we've come to terms with it, and I think we're ready for it. I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Well, I went to my real veterinarian first, and he kind of checked him real quick and told me right away. And, you know, I was hoping maybe he was mistaken, you know. The dog was running around outside just before I brought him in. So I figured maybe his heart was raised because of that. But, you know, obviously the doctor is always right, and he knows the deal, you know. There's nothing more you can do.
What are you going to do now?
You know, I'm going to take him home, make him as comfortable as possible, keep him nice and calm, walk him when he needs to be walked, and stay with him until, I mean, everything. He'll come to work with me. He'll do everything. If I go out to the store, he's coming.
What do you do for work?
I work in a fish market. A little advertisement there. Lou's Market. That's my place, my father, my brother.
We just want him to be better.
Do you think his problem has made you get closer to him in a way from spending so much attention?
Definitely, because we were always very close, and then I had a baby, and you kind of see the dog a little bit less, and now we're really spending as much time with the dog as we do with the baby.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and find him a place to stay for the day.
Okay.
And I'll show you back out into the waiting room.
Okay, thank you. In good hands, Bentley.
Very important part of my life. You know, somebody to come home to. Just gonna miss him, you know. He's a good dog. We can get another one, but none just like him.
What's the characters he got?
He's got his own character, you know. He's his own person. The dog's a person. You know, I spell things to him. He knows what I'm talking about. You know, whatever I tell him, he knows. Whatever. Danny. Look, give him the camera at least. So last time we get to see you.
I should have known she was sick, because she just lay there. And we didn't take her to the vet until, it was like 10 o'clock, Sunday night. And as she got to the hospital, when he put her on the table, I opened up the towels, she had a seizure. And it has left a tremendous void in my life. It's like I can't pick up the pieces. What I do is she died on a Sunday, so every Sunday I have a picture of her, and it's on the window where she used to sit facing out on the street because I haven't been able to deal with looking at the pictures yet. So every Sunday I put 8 carnations, pink carnations, into a vase, a pink ballet vase. And I do that because I feel I'm doing something for her.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel better.
Yeah, so that kind of a ceremony helps you get through the day.
Yes, but it's the guilt of not taking her earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But then she may not have lived, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the things that we encounter, both as technicians and doctors, is the dilemma of about 10 years into practice, all those cute little puppies and kittens that we're so emotionally involved with start developing those terminal illnesses, as you well know. And in between ages 10 and 12, years out into practice, we're going to start having to go through the very painful experience of letting some of our best friends be put to rest. It's very uncomfortable for us and for the client. Part of the problem is that we have to ascertain that we've done the most that we possibly could for the animal, that we've treated it with the best medicine, and we've literally done everything that could possibly be done. I went through the experience of having to put my Doberman to sleep after he'd been here. We knew he had autoimmune hemolytic anemia. We'd done a splenectomy, we transfused him a couple times, and I kept transfusing him, hoping that maybe he was going to turn the corner, and he didn't. And it's very, very hard to let go, because you're treating not just the animal, you're treating the client.
Uppsnofsade hundar och ägare visar sin bästa sida på Westminster-utställningen. Årets tillfälle att utmärka sig i ringen för både 2- och 4-benta deltagare. Sista handen läggs vid frisyrerna inför det stora ögonblicket. Att visa upp hundar här är inget för amatörer. Ägarna förlitar sig på professionella handlers som Clay Cody.
We're just putting a finish on these dogs to get ready to go into the breed ring.
Tell me what you're doing.
Just getting all the loose hairs off, trying to shine them up, dress them up. It's like a beauty contest. This is not my right neck. Where's the other one?
White neck?
Uh-huh. Thank you. We condition the dog both mentally and physically, trim the dog, transport the dog, and show him. And the reason people hire us, 2 different reasons. First of all, we can normally do it better than the owners themselves, and secondly, economically, it's a lot cheaper. We take 15 to 20 dogs at one time, where the owner would take 1 dog, and a lot of people don't want to travel across country with a dog to the show, take care of him, bring him up into this building. It's hard to exercise him. It's not the best facilities in the world for a show. It might be one of the most prestigious shows in the world, but it's definitely not the best facilities for dogs. So it takes a lot of extra work.
I don't care.
Jill Cohen, som är gift med en snabbköpsmiljonär från Malibu i Kalifornien, är en av dem som anlitar Clay. Hon har flugit tvärs över landet i förhoppningen att få se sin strävhåriga foxterrier Freddie vinna. Men trots Clays ansträngningar lyckas det inte.
How was that?
It was fine. How was it?
Tell me how you thought the showing went.
Well, the bitch showed well and looked well and should have won the breed. Doggy put the best opposite sex, didn't have a hard hair on his body.
How do you think you did today?
Pretty good for him. He's not a real dependable shut-up.
Well, everyone wants to win the garden. This is one of the most important shows for an owner, handler, or exhibitor to try to win. But of course, it's like any other dog show. They judge the dogs on the day, and the judge today decided that she liked the #1 dog this year. The showing expenses of a dog in this country, because of the advertising, can run you anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000 a year if you're really going with the dog and flying and doing the things trying to acquire a big winning year on a dog.
How much would you say do you invest a year in showing dogs?
Gosh. I don't know if I should say this because my husband, probably around, I probably spend a year, a couple $100,000 showing dogs.
Had a lot of people write me letters after having this procedure and say that their dog has dropped 5 years off their life and they're just jumping around and really acting like puppies again. I think that sometimes we forget how much it takes out of a dog to just be in low-grade chronic pain for a long time. It's really, it ages them.
Sure does.
And I think he's just gonna get a new lease on life, being without pain for the first time in 3 or 4 months.
När hunden blir allvarligt sjuk tar ägarna det hårt. På det här djursjukhuset finns veterinärexpertis för hundarna och kuratorer för ägarna.
I was just speaking with Anita, and she asked me, was it difficult? And I said, no, it wasn't. It was a breeze. We went up to the cemetery, brought a lot of flowers. It was beautiful. It was colorful. But every time I come here, when I really have a chance to reflect on my feelings and think about it, it's a terribly profound loss. And I still miss her, I think. What I miss most is being able to hold her and hug her. It'll always be difficult. It was a very painful loss. I think it'll probably remain one of, if not the, most difficult losses in my life.
We'll probably have a patch over it anyway because it's so shut. I'm nervous. I hope that everything's all right. Yes. Yes. I can't wait to see her. It's taking such a long time.
You know, if he wasn't so young, he was his age. He kept thinking that he would be okay, you know, because he was so young. If he was an older dog, he said he would expect maybe cancer or something, and he was so young, so I had this hope, you know, that he would be okay. And we just had him such a short time. I mean, I really didn't know. And I was telling Lucy, I drove up here March the 10th a year ago, and I've only driven into the city one time since then, and it was to come to the grief group a couple of months after he died. And it's real hard for me to come in. The whole time I was driving in, you know, I kept remembering him being in the back seat and bringing him in that day and never knowing that, you know, this was going to be it. I mean, I thought that we were going to bring him here and he would be made okay and we'd bring him back home. And it's really hard. I think I do pretty good till I come up here, and then all the sadness comes in. All the memories revolved around the Animal Medical Center, because he was here for 5 days in intensive care.
He's okay, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
What a guy.
Yeah, Danny's my best friend, you know. He's my dog, you know. I've had family dogs, I love them just the same, but this is my dog, you know. When I come home, if 3 people come home, the dog comes to me, you know. If he's gonna do something, the dog comes to me. You know, he's my dog, he listens to me. I had him trained, you know. He's obedient, straight, not that you can tell now, but, you know, I ain't gonna sit here and yell at him now. You know, he can do anything. He wants to take a shit, you know, I don't even want to say. He wants to do it right here, I'll just clean it up, that's all.
You gotta be spoiled from now on, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna get real spoiled. But I can't really feed him that much. I can't feed him junk, cause with the heart disease, no salt. You know, so now I gotta just get him on strictly dog food and none of the junk dog food, only good dog food.
Can you afford it?
Oh, yeah, I'll take care of that, it's no problem. If they want to give the dog a heart transplant, I'd afford it, you know what I'm saying? $100,000, I'll pay, no big deal, you know what I'm saying? I give him 20 a week, you know, what am I gonna do? Because, you know, sure, I'd get another dog, what, 300, 400, maybe 800, $1,000, but it ain't this dog, you know? It'll be just, you know, I'll bring him up the same way, but it's only gonna be this dog. Right, Pa?
3 veckor senare dog Danny. Hundar sprider glädje i både hemgjorda videofilmer och Hollywoodfilmer. Under deras korta liv bildas starka band mellan människa och hund som kan ge lika mycket glädje som mänskliga familjerelationer.